Hello, this is Irada Yabo, and we are returning to the Onotach Dominion, all the pretty little horses. I wanted to examine slavery in this, and so I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, we did a quick run through looking at the area, and we have lots of enemies, and we have some habitable planets nearby. And so this is interesting. Now, we've popped our military in there. We've had a very quick scan of the planet, but we cannot land and inhabit these planets until our science ship lands on them. Surveys the system. So that's going to be an issue. Not an issue, but it's something that it will be good to survey, to have another science ship to speed up the surveying while I'm working on the New Worlds protocol. Probably what I'm going to do is pretty quickly go through, decide which systems I want to land on, bring myself up to my directly controlled planet's limit, and then just develop, just as fast as my little heart can possibly stand. So that's the general strategy. I like this, sending the military out to do a preliminary scan. This is a much nicer set of information than a bunch of little dots on the screen. Good for that. So we're still not doing very much in the way of minerals or very much in the way of energy credits. But then we have our poor science ship has not kept up with our military. It's only surveyed our home planet and is still in the middle of surveying this one here. So, with two science ships can generally feed one construction ship. So, at least in my experience. Slavery. So, I kind of, that makes me personally feel uncomfortable, but the phonetic collectivist has a slavery tolerance of 100%, which is to say they will tolerate enslaving their own race. The xenophobe tolerates enslaving other races. Now, I'm not sure whether the slavery tolerance here extends to enslaving other races. I haven't tested that out yet. That's kind of interesting. So I've got, what does slavery do for you? It, just like war, what's it good for? Slavery will increase your mineral output, but tanks your science output. So you have to be careful about what you're enslaving, what you're not enslaving. Okay, so that all slaves become a member of the indentured worker faction. More on that in a minute, because that's not adding up for me. In order to have slavery, it has to be allowed, xenos only. There we go. Allowed says that you can enslave xenos or your own race. Xenos only enslaves other races, and then prohibited is pretty straightforward. And it's interesting, you cannot, I as a collectivist cannot choose xeno only because I'm not xenophobe. I can only enslave everybody. It doesn't make bunches of sense to me, but that's okay. And then this is just disgusting, and yet there it is. You don't want, and right now apparently slaves will never rebel, so you kind of don't care. But in the future you might want to control the population of slaves that you have. Purge, which is the other thing. is essentially, it isn't even kill people off, it's just sort of starve them to death. Well, sweet. So, while we're here, there are policies. Oh, sorry, those are the policies. None of the edicts seem to control that. Our ruler is architectural industrialist. Our upcoming ruler is expansionist, which makes frontier outposts cheaper. So we probably want to wait on making frontier outposts, but we want to get our buildings done under this particular Onotach Empress. Last episode, you may remember, we lost a military fleet to one of these fellows out here. So I'm probably going to pull everyone back and concentrate on opening this system up. These guys were crystals with 72 power, so that I can get at this planet, which is an 18, which can support 18 pops. So I'm looking forward to grabbing that one. This one can only support 8 pops, not so interesting. 16 and 14 respectively. And then out here, so that one is also 18 pops. So we'll probably want to grab one of these with the idea that our influence will expand out this way. Hyperlanes give you a sort of terrain in space, so that people can cut you off from your empire. You want to make sure that your empire is relatively compact. Hyperlanes are awesome because you can go incredibly fast. Speaking of incredibly fast, during the startup phase I was going at faster, not fastest, but faster, in order to get that part of it done, which tends to drag a little bit, sort of like listening to me talk about this. But now I think I'm going to go on normal. We've got neighbors. The Carillion homeworlds are an elder race, and they are enigmatic. Fortunately, they're xenophile. If you're going to start next to one of these things, you definitely want to start from one that isn't going to crush you just because you're there. Let's take a look at this screen. These guys have 106 pops. We have 8. We're not going to rival them anytime soon. Let us see. Oh, just curiosity. What does pressing that button do? This is everyone in the galaxy, and this is just our empire. Good to know. Right. So, the first armada is coming back home. We'll group them up. We don't have sufficient mineral economy yet to do anything but build to build things that will give us more resources. But one of the first things we will do is look at getting more minerals. It's a circle. Gets the job done. Now, here's where I'm confused. My indentured faction has 1 pop in it on Adnar. And here on Adnar, I have 1, 2 enslaved pops. That doesn't make a huge amount of sense to me. That does not make a huge amount of sense to me. Let's see. We have a Help menu. Oh, we don't have a help menu, we have a help wiki. Search, yes. Slavery. So, I'm afraid I'm reading this on channel. It makes for great TV. Plus 20 food and minerals, less energy, less science. Lots less science. So, food and minerals are what we want. We have I chose a despotic empire specifically for this, and because I'm getting that 10% bonus. I don't have an iron fist, and I didn't take the decadence trait, although that was something. If I wanted to grab another perk, I might have picked up decadence. And then there are all these things about unhappiness and the strategy of using slavery, which I probably should have read. We're going to push ahead anyway. So this pop is only no, not that, just this one. Our indentured workers did not go up. I wonder if being next to the planetary administration, it's not being counted. Enslave this one because it's making food. Let's see. So what has it done? Ah, it's right here. So 5, we have a base of 1, hydroponics of 20 or 2, adjacent planetary administration makes that 4. And then plus 25% means 5 food. Crazy. This works the way you'd think it would. Let's see. So we have 7. We're making 13.4 food. We have a 16 planet. So we only need to make 2.5 more food, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and build a hydroponics farm here. Enslave this fellow. Oh, just that one. And for now, we'll call that good. In fact, let's go ahead. I want to get some science out the door. If you notice, we're still on the default 5, 5, 5. Really want to step up on the science. And I think we're also going to want to step up on the energy credits. Very good. That's that. We are searching away here. We don't have any minerals. Let's get rolling. So I'm searching this system because I want to know what resources I can exploit from it. This is really my first target for colonization. And I'm already making, I am going to kick it back up to fast. Because there's just a lot of building I still need to do. Science ship is going to go there. Survey there. Not that so much. Survey there. Good. And we'll just micro the construction ship.
Anomaly found.
And bring these guys in home. 30%. Nope.
System survey complete.
Come on. And it should just automatically move on to the next system. That 150 was the amoeba. Ah! Our indentured workers have caught up. This is 4 now. And we have 4. So we begin to believe. We begin to believe. Well, might pick up that. If we don't see anything. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to be a little bit ahead. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we picked up some interest in our little jaunt around. Let's see. They are spiritualist, militarist, xenophile. Well, let's see. I guess we'll be smug. It's better than waving weapons at them. Let's see. Xenophobe. Okay, we're gonna fight for our right to exist. Now let's go have a look at... these are the... Nope, this isn't what we want to look at. We want to look at this end of things. Well, oh, they're overwhelming. That's so annoying. Let's see. These are equivalent. They're unfriendly. This probably won't work, but... Well, what else have we to do? Research that one. What else do we have? Yeah, let's do that. And then we're not interested in this anymore. Back to...
Construction complete.
Oh, no, we don't want to do that. And we don't want to do that. Okay, so... What we don't want to do is build satellites around the planets that will probably end up colonizing anyway. So we're just going to leave those alone for now. It's a waste of minerals. But we haven't got anything else to do. Playgrounds. Huzzah. Research. More to the point. Looking good there. Looking very good. Let's, bring this into here. Merge these. I mean, if... Well, let's see. These guys are kind of close. Wow, this is just an advanced start? Oh my lord. We could have some issues. If we're already so far behind. Alright. Now this looks viable here.
System survey.
We have 0 habitability there. We'll take that soak. Okay, scientist. Surveyed.
Research complete.
Good. Let's see. Almost always want to take this. Missile defense is tempting. I think I'm going to take this anyway. Especially early in the game. That'll help us get our naval capacity up. Something we can do on Adnar. Will help us get more minerals. Okay, there's our science up. That's good. Gosh. We'd have to go straight to minerals.
Research
let's wait.
complete.
Energy. Good, good, good. Field modulation, PowerPoint 2. Okay. Not a bad idea to get ahead on money either. Especially since we seem to be really poor in basic resources. And when we build a colonizing ship, we're going to have to spend 8 on top of whatever we've got going already. 5 indentured workers. Okay, what happened there? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This fellow would be 6. And we can basically, yeah, I think we're done with the food there. Alright, that is the timer that says that we're done. Thank you very much for listening. This has been the